Hello and welcome to HomeBase training. Today we're going to talk about scanners, what kind of scanner to buy, and how to get documents in from hard copy format right into your computer and right into HomeBase easily. You know, a lot of people ask me, do I need to get my own scanner? And the answer is absolutely, you've got to get a scanner. Here's my theory. Get rid of your fax machine. Fax machines have two horrible things, two recurring costs. Not only a phone line, but also those crazy cartridges that are always running out. So get rid of your fax machine, get a scanner. This is an example of a great scanner. It's a Fujitsu scanner. It's the SnapScan 510. It's a great machine, and I'll tell you why in a few minutes. Some people ask me, what about the scanner we have in the office? Can't we just use the big scanner in the back of the room? Well, here would be the analogy to that. Could you imagine coming in some weekday and saying, oh, I need to reserve the big four-door blue Buick to show property on Saturday from 2 until 4? Yeah, you could do that, but it'd be crazy to have a shared car in this business. It's like using the big scanner in the back of the office. Here's my concern. If it's challenging, if it's inconvenient, you won't do it. If it's easy, you'll do it every single time. So having a great scanner is absolutely important. Let me give you an example of this scanner here, the SnapScan. The nice part about this is you can put in any number of documents. One-sided, two-sided, it doesn't matter. The nice thing, it has one button. It's really easy to use. Put the documents in. This scanner will determine whether or not the document is double-sided, single-sided, whether it's color or black and white, or whether it's letter size or legal. It'll make all the adjustments. Now, what you see on the screen right now, you'll see HomeBase in the background, but here you're going to see some information about the scan I just put in. Now, keep one thing in mind for me. This is not part of HomeBase. This is actually part of the scanning software. Whichever scanner you have, it'll have its own software. But this is how easy it is. I go scan to folder, I name it, that happened to have been, let's just say, a listing agreement, and whatever I originally programmed into the system is where this document will go. And there you have it, about 30 seconds, and that document is not only gone into the scanner, it's now gone into my computer, and it's ready to go into HomeBase at this point. It's really easy, but again, the key is to keep it simple, because the simpler it is, the more often you'll do it. A couple things about scanners. You want to make sure that it has a multiple feed system. You don't want to be putting in one page at a time. This scanner will run about 50 pages all in a stack and go right through the system, and that's critical. Alright, so now that we've got the documents inside of the computer, let's take them right into HomeBase. Here's an example of a transaction. Many of you have seen the screen before. We're going to go to Documents, and from Documents, we're going to go to Add, because this is, let's say, just a document that you didn't have plans on. It's a notes about an inspection or something. I click the button Add. Very important that you follow the protocol here. It makes life much easier. You simply go down to Listing Documents, Library of Listing Documents. Click that. And then, quite frankly, I just call it Miscellaneous. Doesn't matter which one you call it, Miscellaneous. And then you want to make sure you title the document. That way in the file folder we'll know where to store all the information. We're going to call this Notes from the Plumber. Again, whatever you would put in a paper file needs to go into HomeBase. I find that document. I happen to call it, I think, Listing Agreement, but we all know that it's really the Notes from the Plumber. And now I scroll down to save, and that document is forever in HomeBase for future use.